No, the cutting off thing was because the sensitivity was like super shit. I don't know why. I was desperately trying to figure out how to like fix it because I could see that it just was not responding to when I said things. I'm hoping it's better, but it's hard to tell. Please let me know if it's bad.
I have to say, Max, this anime season, I've been watching so many anime. Usually, I hardly watch any.
I unfortunately can't say the same. I've only watched one this season, and that's Witch Hat Atelier.
Witch Hat Atelier, yeah.
That's only because Robin's only letting me watch it.
But yeah, Witch Hat. I can't. Yomi no. It's like it's the writer of like Full Metal Alchemist and Silver Spoon.
The weird like
one where it's
one.
modern day. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's quite good.
It looks good. I'm curious as to what kind of direction she went with it, because it seems like the town is like old timey, but then turns out the world is actually modern, and it's like, oh, he's just living in a backwater town.
I won't really say too much. But yeah, that one. Oh shit, what's it called? It's the one where it's Mashal, but played straight.
One Punch Man.
No. Sword and Staff or something like that.
Sword and Staff.
Sword Art Online.
I don't know which one you're talking about then.
Sword.
Mashal, but played straight. Mashal, notoriously gay.
Sword
and Sorcery. That's a video game.
Yeah, I know it is. Oh, Wisteria, Wand and Sword. Do you know that one?
No. Wisteria, Wand and Sword.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't recognize them. Now I smell hot dogs. I think I'm having a stroke. Guys, I smell food.
Yeah, that one's good. Anything else we're watching?
I don't know.
I think that might be it, but they're quite good.
Oh, I just realised that I accidentally left stream running. We've just been talking about anime during the ads.
Ah, shit.
Sorry. I didn't even realise. I thought I'd put it on starting soon. My brain just phased out.
I'm going to phase out of existence.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Hello there. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Weeaboss Wednesdays, where we're playing more Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. Apologies for the intro.
So, last time we had a really interesting investigation period. There's a lot of interesting things going on because of how much illusion magic, and there's the thing of necromancy magic is the same school that has healing magic, which means there's a lot of question marks on. And I think the biggest thing I'm hoping for is I do want someone to have actually died and been rezzed without realizing, because he has a revival spell.
That'd be so funny.
Which requires, was it 10 seconds?
A minute.
A minute to revive someone. Yeah. But yeah, it's yeah.
I mean, we do have the whole suspected character who knows magic but shouldn't know magic.
Yes, yeah. But also, I'm not convinced that one of them is the murderer. The kitchen helpers.
Yeah, they're just sus. Is the thing.
They definitely I think it's a case of, I think this happens in Ace Attorney a lot. There's characters who are doing bad things, but
Yeah.
they're not the ones responsible for the actual.
I think it's the headmaster, if I'm honest.
Hmm.
I think that
I'm
this
I'm
whole
still dubious just because his reactions have been seemed genuine.
yeah, but we
They didn't
haven't read
really.
any of his emotions as the thing since we've had the investigation going.
Interesting. Let's see which ones when we want them.
Would be 2-3, episode 2, part 3, lobby courthouse. Delete. No.
Here we go.
It was time for the trial, and my heart was thundering against my chest like a drum. Luckily, I'd been reading about some meditative techniques after what happened last time. Just needed to take deep breaths and relax. I breathed in, I breathed out, hands up, hands down.
Hi, Tyrion.
Ah, Celeste. Don't sneak up on me like that.
Your nerves acting up again? Come on, it's not as if this isn't your first time defending someone.
No, it's just my second time.
It's too bad Ruby couldn't make it. I'd say that you should calm down for Wallace's sake, but...
There's so many people here. And they are all looking at me. Their eyes are prying into me like a pack of flesh-eating maggots.
Yeah.
I needed to calm down. I was just making Wallace more nervous. Don't worry, Wallace. Our investigation revealed a lot of weaknesses in the prosecution's case. We have a strong case for your acquittal. Okay. Actually, that was true. I really had nothing to worry about.
You see? You can be confident when you want to be.
What the hell? Anime waifu?
Yeah. This is an anime game.
Oh my god, it is an Ace Attorney kind of thing.
It's literally based on it.
I will be back soon. Hopefully you enjoy the game.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a nice time.
Yeah, don't turn off the stream.
Fine. Don't worry. In a bit.
Sure.
Court is now in session for the trial of Wallace Nightgrave.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Very well. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you please list the charges?
Mr. Nightgrave is a second-year student at the Wyvern Guard Imperial Academy. He is charged with first-degree murder, negligent misuse of the arcane arts, and illegal practice of advanced necromancy.
Necromancy? Do you mean to tell me that the defendant is a necromancer? I can't believe it. Necromancer in this day and age.
How could the kingdom allow this to happen?
Objection! Your Honor, I would like to remind the court that they are obligated to judge my client objectively. Of course, but one can easily see it from the list of charges. Necromancy plays a large role in the charges.
Indeed. The crime occurred within the academy this afternoon. The victim is Catherine Bellwether, a professor at the school. Although there were no witnesses to the crime, traces of necromancy were detected on the body. Furthermore, the autopsy report shows that the body has no physical wounds. Necromancy is the only type of magic that can harm an individual without physically wounding them. Additionally, an alchemist report shows no sign of poison or disease. One could only conclude that the necromancy had committed the crime.
See.
As many of you know, the practice of advanced necromancy is outlawed in the Kingdom of Rivengard. Aside from the defendant, no other students had learned advanced necromantic magic. As such, the defendant was the only mage in that building capable of committing the murder.
I see. That is certainly compelling evidence.
To properly present our case, the prosecution would like to call Commander Onright to the stand.
Well, he's going to case.
He's the Dick Gumshoe of this game.
He really is. It's like it can't help but be him.
Commander Wright, he's testified to the court about the Inquisition's findings.
Yeah. Started when the City Watch got a call from the Imperial Academy. Someone was attacked, and the whole building was put on lockdown. We set up a perimeter around the area and waited for the lockdown system to deactivate. When we finally got into the building, the prosecutor personally inspected the body and detected traces of necromancy on it. There was no cuts or bruises on the body either. The entire body was clean. With those two pieces of evidence, we concluded that it could only be a necromancer kid that the necromancer kid that did it. The Inquisition's testimony was just as I expected. But I already found and identified the holes in Stillwind's case. All I had to do was find the hole in the commander's testimony. Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay, should we go over the evidence first?
We got the runestone.
So Arcane constructs. Map. Yeah.
Yep.
It took place in 2B.
Yep.
Next to storage in 2D. Toss and spell in 2B, which was the headmaster a week or so before, I believe, who was in charge of class. Valentina discovered it. Oh, both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Right to drone questioning. Yeah. Necromancy and illusion. Oh, you could argue that he's incorrect because he's saying just necromancy.
Yes.
That's a way we could contradict it because it says both.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you not say both?
Yeah.
Lockdown system. Yep. Oh, both of them are. Oh, yeah.
Different.
This was about the Neckmaster. The headmaster activated lockdown, and this is the actual lockdown system itself.
Yeah.
And how it works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can't teleport through the lockdown.
I think that's going to play a thing later where they're like, but he was in the library and it was shut down at the time.
Jan said, oh, then the twins got really annoyed about his statement here.
Yeah, because he gave too much away.
He ought to be quiet. Out of the direction she walked into 2B. Oh. Oops. Yeah, the firing of all Academy staff,
yep.
Which is a
big oof.
Yeah. What do you mean you're angry that I told them that you had the exact reason to kill her?
I think it's safe to say that we can definitely go with autopsy.
Yeah, I think so too. There's blood pool where strangely would not have been made by an aquatic light. Trace of necromancy on her. Someone cast a necromancy on her within the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
Magical trace. sorry, the traces of necromancy on it.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Yeah, should we just go for it? No
Yeah,
reason
yeah.
to prod. Yeah. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing.
So we'll probably get some backlash being like, well, turns out that, you know, illusionary magic can't kill anyone, so... Your Honor, it's clear that the witness testimony is contradictory.
Sorry, the music hasn't changed. Is this not actually?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're right. Interesting.
Okay, so that's not it. That is a contradiction, but not in the way we needed to. Okay, let's just press then in that case.
Yeah, maybe they want us to reflect on a specific statement he says.
Sort of when watch got Courtney and someone's attacked the whole middle put it down.
What time did the call come in? A little after 3. It was a few minutes after the murder was discovered. That's not true. Murder was discovered at 2:01, right? Oh no, that's when she died. Right, I remember that was around the time the lockdown occurred. Lockdown couldn't be ended manually, so they were forced to wait for an entire hour until it lifted. How secure was this perimeter? Is it possible that someone slipped past you?
The Inquisition was working in conjunction with the City Watch and the King's Guard. With that many soldiers at the scene, it was very unlikely that anyone escaped unnoticed.
Better or worse, the kingdom must have acted quickly to protect a building filled with children, every noble family.
Yeah, the prosecutor inspected the body.
Why did the prosecutor inspect the body instead of the Inquisition? Well...
How I choose to lead the investigation is irrelevant to the proceedings. Or would you like to insinuate that I'm not as competent as in Commander White?
It's not a question of your competency, Stillwind. I just find your actions to be bizarre given how you usually work. While the court admits the prosecutor's actions are unorthodox, we find that the presence of a necromancer to be an unorthodox situation. I see no reason to question the prosecutor's actions.
Thank you.
That's stupid. That's really dumb.
No cuts or bruises on the body, the entire body was clean. Of course, the entire body was clean is a bit weird because there is blood on it.
Yes.
So, like clean, it seems a bit...
How carefully was the body checked? Perhaps the prosecution missed something, like a small puncture wound?
The coroner couldn't find even the smallest cut, bruise, or fracture on the body. Furthermore, the alchemist's report shows no signs of poison or disease. The necromancy spell had obfuscated the post-mortem divination. I spared no expense to verify the cause of death through other means.
That made sense if someone had used mend wounds on the body. Would have healed even the most minor of it. So how do I prove that someone healed the body?
Ah, yeah, so that's why. The blood. So, why is there blood there if there's no wounds?
Yeah. Those 2 pieces of it. Prosecution believes that my client used necrotic blight. Or necrotic blight, sorry. Yep. The only way that the crime scene makes any sense. Necrotic blight? I'm afraid I've never heard of this spell before.
Necrotic blight is a spell that drains the life force from its target. When used on a living human, it makes their body functions cease. Their body dies soon after.
See. What a horrible spell.
That commoner should never have been allowed to learn something like that.
I thought that there'd be more protection against children learning this. Well, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
someone think of the children.
Won't someone think of the children? Moss's spell companion him any favors. Really is a large stigma against necromancers. Learning spells that instantly kill someone.
We already collected a lot of evidence after investigating the crime scene. We already know that the Inquisition's theory contradicts one of the clues we found.
Right, all I have to do is present that contradiction to the court. So...
No cuts or bruises, but...
In the autopsy, there was blood everywhere. Oh no, blood stain under the body.
Yeah, it's strange because she wouldn't have been wounded by a necroblood plant. There we go.
Commander White, it appears that you've neglected to mention one key detail of the crime scene. Yeah? What's that? During your testimony, you said the entire body was clean. I will admit that there weren't any wounds on the body. However, the body was certainly not clean. She had grime under her nails and her teeth hadn't been brushed. At the scene of the crime, there was a large pool of blood located where the body was. This blood had to have come from the victim's body. It was certainly not clean like the commander testified. Sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but I failed to see the significance of this. I'd like to remind the court of the prosecution's case against my client. They are accusing him of murdering the victim using necrotic blight, a spell which would not have physically wounded the victim. So why was there any blood at all?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The fact still stands. There are no wounds on the body, nor were there any reports of poison or disease on the autopsy. There are clearly magical elements in this case.
But Catherine Bellwether was bleeding profusely at some point. How else would there be any blood stain on the body? Do you have any explanation for that, Miss Steelwind?
No, I'll admit that the prosecution doesn't have an explanation for that. And while I do find the circumstances questionable, all other evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Spell would leave a trace of necromancy.
So tell me, Miss Cuthbert, if the victim wasn't killed with necromancy, why was there a trace of it on the body?
Glad you asked. I'd like to present a spell that could have left a trace of necromancy on the body.
So we're going cure wounds at the moment.
Yep.
Mend wounds. Heals over cast time. Wounds on the target are magically healed without even scars or bruises. Yeah, can't restore missing limbs, nor can revive someone who's already died. Yeah.
Mend wounds? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a healing spell? It's correct, Your Honor. Spells from the School of Necromancy can control the forces of life and death. Mend Wounds is in fact a necromancy spell. Really now? I wasn't aware of this. Now, I'd like the court to consider the following. What would happen if Bellwether was wounded and someone attempted to heal her using Mend Wounds? Any of her wounds would have disappeared from her body. I see, that does make sense.
Objection. Do you think I'm that incompetent, Mr. Cuthbert? Frankly, I'm a little insulted.
What?
The Inquisition is well aware of what happens when a mage attempts to save a victim using Mend Wounds. The healers that arrived at the scene already confirmed that the victim was long dead.
Okay.
None of them attempted to heal her.
Well, someone tried to heal her and didn't report.
please. None of the healers would have anything to gain by doing so.
I mean,
sorry, let me just confirm it's good. Yeah, they're well aware of when a mage tends to save it. Yeah, okay.
but
This
they're
is what is the
referring to
icon added after
themselves,
it's
not
locked
like if anybody else shows up.
None of them attempted to heal her. Okay, so she's saying
That none of
she thinks we're insinuating someone used heal wounds on the body.
no, she thinks that we're talking about essentially paramedics showing up and healing her, but then confirming that none of the paramedics attempted to heal her. She was dead.
Okay. In fact, as a necromancer, the defendant could have easily carried out the described scenario. He could have cast mend wounds on the victim after murdering her to confound the investigation.
I mean, that is possible, yes.
That is indeed possible, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say, yeah, it says it can't revive someone, but it doesn't say it doesn't work on someone who's dead, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I just realized something that's going to happen in one of the cases.
What?
The incantation's going to be incorrectly interpreted in a different way
Right,
as a
okay.
name or something else.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to have to point out maybe it was the incantation actually instead.
Oh no, it's going to be like one syllable off or something. The end of the day. If I
Okay,
could.
sorry.
The end of the day, burden of proof was on us. But if I could prove someone else healed the body, I would sever the only thread linking Wallace to the murder. Whoever this healer was, Valentina definitely. Your Honor, I will admit that I don't have any evidence to support my theory. However, I do believe that we can bring it to light. There may have been two people that witnessed someone casting magic on the body. Valentina and Valerie Aenas, the sisters who discovered the body.
This is nonsense. We've already questioned these two witnesses extensively. If they had witnessed something like that, it would have come up in their testimony.
If that's true, then the courts have nothing to lose by hearing their testimony.
Very well, if you're so confident, let's hear her testimony.
It seems the prosecution has no objections. If this line of questioning leads nowhere, however, I see no reason to further prolong this trial. I am a terrible judge. Of course, Your Honor. Oh crap.
Oh crap!
It's that guy from before. What? He's the necromancer's lawyer? She just arrived at the stand and she's already stressed out. That would work in my favor.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
My name?
Witness, there's no need to be so nervous. We merely want to hear about what you say, or
So-
what you saw on the day of the murder. Moida.
Right. It's just that guy over there. He touched me.
Are you talking about Mr. Cuthbert? Did this man harass you, witness?
Wait a minute. Yeah. He super harassed me. Mr. Cuthbert, I would expect someone of your profession to behave more professionally. I could hear Celeste snickering under her breath. Enjoying this far too much. Anyways, please state your name and occupation for the court, Miss Aenas. Just calm down. You can't prove anything. My name is Valentina Aenas. I'm the head chef of the Wyvern God Imperial Academy. Really? At such a young age?
As I recall, you were one of the witnesses who discovered the body. Apparently, the defense finds your involvement suspect.
Eh,
Oh, her poker face is terrible. Where's the shirt, Miss Haynes? In this courtroom, you will be protected from Mr. Cuthbert's harassment.
Hey Leo, hi Charlie, welcome, welcome. Been a long time, indeed, indeed. Hope you guys are doing okay. Also, yes, an attorney at 20 and a prosecutor at 18 is baffling, to say the least.
Now, please testify to the court on what happened that day.
Yeah, I killed someone. Oh.
You what? You didn't say this in a question.
Sorry, I was walking with my sister in the West Wing, and we noticed something in the nearby classroom. We looked over to see what it was. That's when we saw Miss Bellwether bleeding on the ground. I've also been good. Dan sounds like he's been doing okay. Thank you, Leo. My sister tried her best to help her, but the professor had already lost a lot of blood. Oh, well, there we go.
Wait, are we gonna say it's the sister who cast the healing, but it wasn't enough to save her in time?
Well, I mean, it was most likely that she was already dead when she was casting it, so...
Yes, yeah. But, I'm just wondering...
I mean, we know that...
They weren't the killers then. It definitely is someone else.
Yeah. Like I said, it was most likely the headmaster. But the thing is, yeah, the sister somehow knows magic. While my sister did that, I used an emergency communication device to call for help. It was too late. By the time her bleeding stopped, she'd already lost too much blood.
If your theory is true, that means she just lied in her testimony. She's holding something back.
She definitely saw more than she's letting on. Just needed to prove that somehow. Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. Objection! Walking with my sister, blah 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 blah. If we press her on how her sister helped...
Part of me wonders, will we get punished if we press too much?
No.
That could be... No.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Not likely. So we need to ask when the sister helped to see what she means by that. She tried to help her? Miss Hyenas, how exactly did your sister try to help Miss Bellwether? What? I slipped up. Oh, my sister used first aid to try to stop the bleeding. I see. Would you please add that detail to your testimony? Yeah, sure.
First aid. Is there
applied
anything
pressure to her
contradicting first
wound.
aid?
Okay. Oh, wait, we can catch her out by saying what wound?
Yes, yeah, because
Like, what wound did she help apply pressure to?
yeah, because at this point, wouldn't this be the murder's already taken place, and the prosecution has said, well, he probably used cure wounds to hide the wound.
Yeah.
But now they're saying there is a wound.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it would be the autopsy
body.
report. Yeah.
No sign of cuts. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. That's it.
So present your attorney's runestone.
Witness, what is the meaning of this?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Maybe I can elaborate, Miss Ines? You weren't present in the gallery earlier, were you? No, I was in the lobby. Lady Stillwind told me to wait there. Consider myself lucky. This wouldn't have been nearly as easy if Valentina had seen my cross-examination of... See, Miss Ines, one key element of the case is that the body didn't have any wounds on it. Yeah? So? So that begs the question, the following question. How did Valerie apply first aid when there shouldn't have been any wounds on the body? What? Ah, no! Did I screw up? I saw that wound on her. What happened? Did she not know that her sister tried to heal her then? There's clearly something amiss here. But I'm afraid I don't fully understand the implication of this because I'm stupid. Are you accusing the witness of committing perjury, Mr. Cuthbert? Someone lied. I kept it as close to the truth as possible while changing last-minute details. Oh, changing minute details. Fuck. In her thoughts, Valentina said that she was sure she saw a wound on Miss Bellwood. I also mentioned that Valerie was the one who tried to save the professor. I knew that someone had cast healing magic on the body. That was why the wounds had disappeared. The wounds disappeared after the twins discovered the body. That could only mean one thing. The witness was lying, Your Honor, but not about everything. Valerie Ines did try to save the victim's life by addressing her wounds. But she didn't use first aid, she used magic! How did he figure that out? Her, like, token is so silly.
It's not. I'm sorry, Miss Cuthbert, but your theory is completely flawed.
How so, Steelwind?
Well, it's quite simple. We've already verified that neither of the sisters is a mage. What?
How did you do that? What? Wait. How can you be so sure?
This is strange, because he knows from her inner thoughts. Oh!
It's going to be because they don't have a book.
Oh, because they don't have a book to Oh, so you need to give her a blank book to find out.
Well, as in, like, they... Yeah, it's most likely going to be like, oh, and you verify that by simply showing us your book. And she doesn't have one. Also, does that imply then that people who aren't noble can become mages? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Because Wallace isn't a noble, and neither is Thingy.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, because
he's... But weren't we told that only mage... like...
I can't... I can't remember. Is it...
I thought it was only mages can be nobles. Like, or only nobles can be mages because they've got noble blood from them.
There's definitely the noble families. A lot of...
That's so weird.
Well, I'm sure this case will make it clearer to us.
I guess so.
During the investigation, we had both the Ignis sisters attuned to a spell compendium. A standard procedure for the Inquisition when interviewing witnesses. Interesting, okay.
Then that wait, what? That can't be.
You don't
because
suppose... No. What if they tricked them into thinking they were the same sister?
Maybe.
And the one who was the mage still wasn't checked. Neither of the Ignis sisters could attune to a compendium.
That's right. The Inquisition checked us both. We're not mages. That was close. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Was
No,
I wrong
it's
about
clear.
Valerie about being a mage? A magus? No, that couldn't be. That couldn't be right. God said, how could he figure it out? That meant that I was on the right track. Valerie had to be the mage I was looking for. Celeste, is it possible for a mage to hold a spell compendium and avoid attuning to it? That's really dumb.
No, it just needs to be on their person. When I was arrested, the Inquisition also made me attuned to one of their spell compendiums. They were really careful to make sure I did the attunement correctly. There's no way a mage could avoid it with them watching you.
Right, Commander White may have been negligent sometime. He wasn't that careless.
Sometimes he might have been.
Yeah.
Now, if you're done, I do believe that you've exhausted all your options.
Wait, I'm still not done cross-examining the witness.
What could you possibly hope to glean from her testimony?
Valentina was stressed out enough to see her thoughts. I couldn't exactly say that I was planning to read her mind. At this point, it felt like I was already testing the judge's patience. There's one key element of her testimony that the court is overlooking. I have a right as an attorney to complete my cross-examination.
Your Honor, the defense is clearly trying to buy time.
I might be compelled to agree with you. However, I also admit that some elements of the witness's testimony are quite peculiar. I will allow the defense to continue their cross-examination. It's close. But know that this is your last chance, Mr. Cuthbert. If you produce nothing substantial with your question, I will pass my verdict. Of course, Your Honor. Right. It's all or nothing. If I couldn't find anything by reading her mind, this whole case was finished.
Witness, please give your testimony. Once more.
Okay. Just plan to keep me up here.
Do we want to press her a lot to see what she reacts to? Oh.
I was definitely surprised when I saw her like that. Like I said, my sister and I saw Miss Bellwether bleeding on the ground. We rushed over to her. Can't go back on that now. Just need to play dumb. Now that you mention it, I don't know if I saw any wounds on her, but I definitely saw blood. Ugh, sorry. Too kind-hearted. My sister tried to save her, but she didn't use any magic. I was caught off guard when they asked us. They almost found us out. We're not mages. Both of us held that book that the knights gave us. It's a good thing that we're twins, or else that trick wouldn't have worked. The commander was watching us the whole time. We can't. He could confirm it.
What are we going to do? We have pretty hard proof that Valerie isn't a mage.
Valerie is the mage we're looking for. I'm sure of it. Just not sure why they felt the need to lie to the Inquisition. More importantly, trick the Inquisition.
Okay, I think just press her on the happy one.
Yeah.
Oh, interpret.
Okay, it's a new ability. Oh. Whoa.
Oh, was that a good thing?
Oh. Miss Ines, your thoughts betray you. What? We found the thought. They must have done something to trick Orm, but what? Must have happened when he was interrogating them.
Uncollected their statements.
How are they holding up? I imagine they'd be rattled by after discovering a body.
From what he said, they were extremely tense, but I suppose that's to be expected. He told me that they couldn't sit still. He found it difficult to say statements because of that.
They couldn't sit still. That implied they were moving somehow. She also thought it was a good thing that they were twins. How did the twins trick the Inquisition? This means that their so-called trick wouldn't have worked otherwise. So
Valentina switched places with Valerie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they switched places. Valentina attuned to the first spell compendium. Then she pretended to be Valerie to attune to the second one. They even wear the same uniform. No wonder Commander White couldn't tell the difference between them. Miss Aenis, there's something I want to confirm. During the investigation, both you and Valerie attuned to a spell compendium. Yeah, that Night watched us do it. And how did he have you do this? Did you both attune to those compendiums at the same time? Or did you attune one after the other? What?
I fail to see how that makes any difference, Mr. Cuthbert.
Yes, I agree. The spell compendiums would work regardless of what order they went in. You may not be aware of this, Your Honor, but Valentina and Valerie Aenis are identical twins, which means that their physical appearances are nearly identical to each other. They also work in the same kitchen, which means that they must have been wearing the same uniform during questioning. If Commander White didn't have them attune at the same time, what would stop the twins from switching places with each other?
Objection. This is clearly nothing but baseless conjecture. One wouldn't fail at such a basic task.
Really, Prosecutor Stillwind? Do you find it hard to believe that Commander White would fail at a task like this? She could have, put her hand to her forehead.
Even so, the gift of magic is inherited through bloodlines. For a pair of genetically identical twins, it would be impossible for one twin to be a mage, while the other is not.
Has that been proven, Steelwind? Because, as far as I'm concerned, that is baseless conjecture. Wait a minute, this is crazy. We didn't trick the Inquisition. I keep telling you, my sister and I aren't mages. Prove it, Miss Aenis. Bring in your sister, and we'll have you two attune to two spell compendiums at the same time. No. Order! Order in the court. It's clear that we won't get anywhere unless we test the defense's theory. Bailiff, escort Valerie Aenis to the stand and bring two unattuned spell compendiums.
They've both had their hands on their spell companions for the last 10 minutes. There's no way they can fake it in front of this many people.
Right. It was the moment of truth. I could only hope that my theory was correct. I just check in her fucking Twitter feed.
No, did he seriously?
What is it, Prosecutor Stillwind?
How did we... You're just going on, how could you? What I see is the commander seeking new employment in the near future. It appears the defense was correct. Valentina Ignis isn't a mage, but Valerie Ignis is. What's more, Valerie Ignis's compendium contains the Mend Wound spell. which makes the offence's theory entirely plausible.
It was yours.
Please, just allow me to explain. We should allow you to explain what exactly? You're an unregistered mage, and you and your sister have made a mess of the investigation and this trial. How would you know what it's like, Miss Lady Stillwind? What? Do you think we don't know who you are? You're not like us. You don't have to hide. But it's okay. This whole situation has gotten out of hand. I don't think hiding it would cause so much trouble. I won't let someone go to prison because of me. Even if he is a necromancer. Let me testify about what I saw. I'll tell all of you what really happened that day.
Isn't she technically a necromancer?
But it sounds like that's the only one in the spell compendium.
Maybe.
I think. I
Connor,
think they would have said it was more.
I believe we may all benefit from hearing Miss Hyenas' testimony, especially about the planet crafter.
Sure.
Very well, but understand that there are will be repercussions for your actions, witness.
I know. My sister and I were walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the west exit. That's when I suddenly spotted the professor lying in a pool of blood in a nearby classroom. Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I saw she was bleeding, so I cast Mend Wounds on her to close her wounds. But it was too late. I closed a hole in her chest, but she was already dead.
Her chest? Damn. There was a hole in her chest? Connor, as you can clearly see from the witness's testimony, the trace of necromancy was left by the witness, not my client.
The issue is now there's going to be arguments about you could stack the trace of necromancy. So, oh wait, no, but our clients, yeah, how would he kill?
With
Yeah, he
the
wouldn't have left the
instant death
wounds.
spell.
Yeah, yeah, and none of his spells leave a hole in someone's. Yeah, no,
Well, I
he's
mean,
pretty much off the hook at a
they tried to
minute.
argue that someone got stabbed in the front and then in the back. So I think they're probably going to be going with
There's
the
going to be
idea.
something.
Yeah.
There's going to be something.
He
I know there's going to be something.
he killed her with the instant death spell and then stabbed her. That's what she did. What's more, it's clear that there was a physical wound on the body.
Did you?
Wound?
Wound. So you know how she said you had to be identical?
Yeah.
So do you think it is a case of she has illusion magic on her and she actually is different than the other twin?
No.
But wouldn't they? The issue is, wouldn't they would detect that ages ago, wouldn't they?
Well,
They would
yeah,
see the
because
traces of illusion magic.
Yeah.
On her. Yeah.
I feel like I misinterpreted some of the law that they had originally set up of the whole noble families, and turns out it's not just noble family; it's anybody. Anybody can have magic.
But you have to have ancestry that has magic.
Which is weird, because then why was it such a big deal that what's her face? The first case. Why did it matter so much that she was a noble? Because that was like one of the big things, is that she's a noble because she can cast magic.
Well, we'll continue on, because maybe there's repercussions on this case.
Maybe. I see. Well, words trailed off. You clearly didn't want to pass a verdict with the culprit. Yes, great job, Judge. But he had no choice. The case against Wallace was predicated on Bellwether being killed by a chronic blight. With Valerie's testimony, the prosecution didn't have a shred of evidence to implicate him. Very well. The court sees no reason to prolong this trial. He's guilty. With these new developments, the court has no choice but to find Wallace Nightgrave.
Objection.
There we go. I think he still did it and stabbed
I
him.
believe the court is ignoring one key detail of the witness's testimony.
And what would that be, Miss Stillwind?
Let's re-examine the witness's testimony. Valentina used a communication device to call for help when I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I casted mend wounds on her to close her wounds. But it was too late. I closed the hole in her chest, but she was already dead. The communication device that Valentina Aeneas. Okay. I do like when you do that voice.
Aeneas.
The communication device that Valentina Aeneas used logs the time of day during each use. From this log, we know that Valentina used this device at 3:04 p.m. This was an hour after the time of death.
Where are you going with this?
Mr. Cuthbert, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found, Jan Hughes.
Right.
He, along with another witness, spotted Bellwether walking in the hallways before the body was found.
It's clean rules. Bellwether knocked over a vase and there was shards of dirt everywhere. Wait, you saw the professor before the twins arrived? Yeah, like I said, she broke the vase right in this hallway. It was probably 20 to 30 minutes before the twins found the body. Right, okay.
20 to 30 minutes before the body was found. You see the discrepancy, Mr. Cuthbert?
Yeah. So because the body was found an hour, or well, half an hour before the time that he saw her. Oh, sorry. The body was presumed dead an hour before they found the body.
So they used a communication device and the device was at 3:04.
Yeah, because if you look at the autopsy...
After. So, in other words, they found the body when it was already long dead. But the mend, you might as well use mend hills if you have mend wounds,
Yeah.
I
mean, if you're no doctor, you don't know how long someone's been dead for, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. So they're bothered by the fact that the body was seen 30
Walking
minutes
before.
after.
Yeah. Which we believe is just going to be one of the constructs, right? Moving around.
Yeah, which
but
is...
with illusion magic to make it look like her.
Are we going to find that there's one of them in the room still? Bellwether died more than an hour before the body was found. So how could there be a body walk around? So how did Jan see her after half an hour after her death? From a different direction?
I wonder, Mr. Cooper, is she going to say she was rezzed? As in, moving corpse. How would one make a dead body walk and move around?
Came from the fucking wrong direction, so... No.
We didn't just arrest the defense based on those traces of necromancy.
Eyes.
We arrested him because he was the only person at that school who could have reanimated her corpse.
So why wasn't that your first thing that you said? Undead created within the Imperial Academy? How reprehensible.
How reprehensible.
It's ridiculous. She had a hole in her chest when the twins found her. Jan Hughes would have noticed that.
Animate corpse stops the flow of blood. Says you wouldn't have tracked blood anywhere. Oh, interesting. Oh, I didn't realize that. Anime corpse. Oh, no, it didn't say that.
Yeah, no, it
Interesting.
doesn't say anything about that.
Maybe it's going to be a new bit of information that gets added to it.
Guess so.
The defendant is also proficient with illusion magic. He could have easily used the illusion spell to hide the undead Bellwether's wounds.
But another party could have easily used illusion magic to disguise themselves as the victim.
If that were true, how did they move the body to the classroom?
What?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Ah. Oh no, I see now. Oh, I get it now. She was killed elsewhere.
Yeah.
But her body was carried by the construct.
No. Well, unless they made it invisible. Right.
No, remember as. So if you disguise the thing as Bellwether, but the construct itself was actually still had Bellwether with it.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
then-
Like,
but then
how is it
how do
carrying
you-
something that would have clearly
Uh,
looked like a dead person?
Because illusion magic made it look like just normal Bellwether. But the issue I'm finding right now is that wouldn't explain why wasn't there no blood trail. So.
Wait, no, wait, dude, what are you talking about? Wait, could you explain that to me again?
Sorry, so so they're arguing he could use the illusion spell to hide the undead of his wounds, but another party could use illusion magic to disguise themselves as a victim. If not true, how did the body move to the classroom? So they're asserting that the body was killed elsewhere than the
And
classroom.
brought
So
to
we're
the
trying to work out how did she end up in the classroom.
Well, I'm more
saying
confused as to...
maybe
Yeah, go on.
I'm saying maybe they killed her elsewhere, but then had a construct take her to 2B while under the effect of an illusion spell, so that the construct looked like Bellwether, but it was a construct carrying Bellwether. And that's the reason why the body has traces of illusion magic on it as well?
This is what I'm saying. So how can it carry a body without the body looking like body?
But the
Unless
construct's walking around like a human, right?
Yeah, so where's the body in this situation? In its arms?
Yeah, probably in its arms.
But how do you hide an entire body in someone's arms?
But I'm saying we don't know what's the limitations on the illusion magic.
It's got a size capacity.
Oh, let's see. 1 hour. Are 1 foot larger or smaller?
Elements hidden by the spell are made invisible.
Hmm.
And elements created by the spell are sure. Oh, wait, so...
That's why he gets bumped by Bellwether, because he didn't realise how big she actually is. 'Cause of
Yeah,
course
like
it's
if the body was actually bumping into shit, like the vase.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh my god. So elements includes an entire person's body because it's inorganic at that point, I guess. It's like when people say, oh, you can do this spell because once someone's dead, they become an object. And that animate dead can't work because it's no longer a human, it's an object. Miss Steelwind, if your theory is true, it would mean the murder occurred elsewhere.
I feel like this is going to come to an end soon, because
Part
we need to
one.
establish where else could the murder have occurred.
You know what's weird though, right? So if the idea is that the animate dead stopped the bleeding, that would have had to have been immediately after she had died. So how did she not bleed to death from the wound?
This is the awkward thing. That's the issue with my being carried by a construct theory, is that means the reanimate dead doesn't have to be used, but as a result that also means the blood doesn't.
I mean, if we go
Yeah,
into the
nullified.
library and it turns out that there's like a a statue that's got blood covering it. Be
Mhm.
really dumb.
Regrettably, we do not.
Then the prosecution's case against my client is faulty. You can't convict my client without more evidence. I must agree with Mr. Cuthbert. With these new developments, the court sees it fit to suspend the trial for the time being. We will give the Inquisition time to investigate these unknowns. Court proceedings for this case will resume tomorrow morning. Court is adjourned.
Oh. Hey, are you feeling okay?
Body was moving around for an the body was moving around after an hour after death. It clearly wasn't well with her. At least, at the very least, she wasn't alive when Jar ran into her. What was it?
Tyrion?
Still, it was right about one thing. Illusion magic involved. Which spell was it? In illusion skies?
Tyrion.
What?
Actually, I wonder if my theory is actually going to be what the prosecution puts forward.
I also think
because you could argue that's how, rather than Ray's dead, you could argue that's how he killed her instead.
Yeah.
But actually, no. I think we still have to point out the construct. But then I guess they'll change their narrative to that. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh. You've been pacing around the lobby since the trial ended.
Sorry, I was just thinking about Stillwin's theory.
It's a little creepy when you think about it. Do you really think someone turned the professor into an undead?
Don't think so. The prosecution's case is hinged on one key point. But Wallace was the only high-level necromancer near. You have to assume that he's the only person capable of using the type of magic.
But then, how was she walking about?
Oh, it doesn't make any sense. It's a given that Wallace didn't animate the body. No matter what they did, someone had to have used an illusion.
Are there any spells that can create freestanding illusions? Not just disguises?
I honestly don't know. We'd need to talk to someone who knows about that type of magic. Didn't Eris say that she was studying illusion magic? She might be able to give us a lead.
Is that really a good idea?
What do you mean?
What if she's the one who created the illusion?
What? I was detecting fear from her again. Celeste, are you afraid of Eris?
What? No.
I saw it this morning too. You always get really anxious whenever she's around.
I didn't mean to be so obvious about it.
What's wrong?
Sorry, it's not based on anything real, but... how do I explain this? You already know that I was working as a mercenary before this. When you do that kind of work, you build up an instinct to sense danger. You kind of have to if you want to stay alive.
Sorry, never knew.
Tyrion, I fought literal monsters and barely escaped for my life. But when I'm near Eris, none of those creatures even comes close. I get this feeling. It's like being in front of a predator that I couldn't ever hope to be. Every instinct I have tells me to run whenever she's close by.
Really? She doesn't seem to be that dangerous, just a little mischievous.
I know. Maybe I'm just anxious or something. I should know better than anyone not to judge people by how they look. Sorry, I think I said anything. If you think we should talk to her, then we should do that.
Celeste's instincts have never steered me wrong before. She had always been reliable, and if Eris was making her feel this way, must have meant something. That's all the more reason for us to talk to her. But aside from that, there was also something else that the prosecutor said.
Mr. Cuthbert, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found, Jan Hughes. He, along with other witnesses, spotted Bellwether walking in the hallways before the body was found.
There was another witness who saw Bellwether walking around.
Right. Jen probably isn't the most reliable witness.
He was probably only half awake when he saw her.
But do you think Stillwind will tell us who that witness was?
We still have that deal with her. We won't lose anything by asking.
Honestly, that's still bothering me. Wait, what was the deal we had with Stillwind? I can't remember for some reason.
That we wouldn't hide things from each other, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yes, the deal. It was you answer some questions of mine, and I'll answer some questions of yours.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the deal.
Yeah. What is?
Why was she so interested in who my biological parents are? It's
None
of her business.
How strange. She traded information about the investigation for it too. Maybe she thinks you're her long-lost sister.
No, I never even thought of that. I don't know. What about me and the daughter of Lucio Stillwind? I think my dad would have thrown a fit if he ever heard that.
You are pretty good at fighting.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I guess I like Aria, and I've always wished I had a sister. But I don't want to think about this now.
Maybe you can ask her when you're at the brunch you strong-armed her into.
I almost forgot. I can't believe I'm going to meet Avius Dustgriever.
Anyways, we still had a long investigation ahead of us. We need to start by talking to Stillwind about that witness. Save the progress.
I think we can see it in the lobby, right?
Yeah. It's all part of the same chapter, so. Well, you're back. Where's the produce for tonight's dinner?
The groceries all said the grocers all said someone had already collected the deliveries. Do you think someone stole them?
That word around the trial has gone out already. They're definitely not going to sell it to us anymore. Ugh, that dumb attorney just had to go and ruin everything.
I don't know. I was watching the trial. Do you really think that boy killed Catherine?
Of course he did. He's a necromancer, for crying out loud.
If what they said was true, I'm one too.
You know that's not the same thing. You only use healing magic.
Oh?
What?
Well, yeah, no, she has to have any heal wounds, right?
I don't know. We can always
Isn't it-
check the items, right? We've got her compendium in our thing.
Do we?
Pretty sure. Oh no, what?
No,
They
no.
never gave us a list of her spells?
Hmm.
Come on, help me prep some of the leftover meat. I bet we can still make some soup out of it.
I hate this.
Yeah, I know. The students are totally going to complain about it.
No, I hate magic.
Sure, whatever, Val.
Huh?
murders her.
Tyrion? What are we doing here?
I'm not sure. For some reason, I felt drawn to this place.
Oh dear.
I was supposed to make my way back to the academy, but I suddenly found myself here. Strange, but I couldn't even remember how we arrived here.
Wait, is that
I
Eris?
fucking knew it.
Mm.
Celeste pointed further into the cemetery. Eris was standing there in front of a gravestone. She was placing flowers on it and appeared to be chanting a short prayer.
Well, we found her.
We should probably talk to her later. Be rude to disturb her now. As we were about to leave, Eris suddenly turned to face us. She was far away, but she'd clearly noticed us and was beckoning us over.
Oh, hello there. Were you two looking for me?
Sorry, we were looking for you, but we understand if you'd rather talk later.
No, I was just finishing up here. Did you have something you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I wanted to ask you some questions about the case.
Run away!
You must run.
I'm an attorney. Seriously? You're showing me the badge now?
Badge, it's an attorney's runestone.
We're really threading the line, aren't we? Are you going to make a habit of showing that thing to everyone you meet?
I just think it's neat.
I think we already did that conversation a while ago.
Yeah. Detect magic. It's a gravestone. Out of respect for it. Remember. Detect magic. Detect magic. Ah, there's dead bodies everywhere. There's a gravestone that Eris was attending to earlier. The name on the stone said Emily Grant, and her lifetime appears to be awfully short. She must have only been 12 years old when she died. Oh my god, it's the character from Jurassic Park!
Okay, so these ones were just person, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but Emily Grant, okay.
Same name as a character within Jurassic Park. You know what I want? Cheese toasty.
That was my first time watching a court trial. You are truly remarkable.
Thank you. Were you in the gallery?
I've always enjoyed watching physical battles in the theatre. But now I see that a bit of a battle of wits can just be as entertaining to watch.
Entertaining?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You see, the odds are stacked against him, but then he suddenly pulls out this crazy deduction that takes the whole trial back.
I've really thought of it like that.
I'm sure it's far more entertaining to be the one making the deductions.
I'm not really sure what you mean. Practice law so that I can help those persecuted by the justice system. I don't really do it to entertain myself.
But is that really true? Don't you find the experience even the least bit entertaining, Tyrion?
I wouldn't really put it that way.
You're far too modest. You save people from the clutches of death. To your clients, you might as well be a knight in shining armor.
Earlier, you said that you were studying illusion magic.
I am. Did you want me to ask something about the prosecution's theory?
Yes, actually. How did you know?
Disguising an undead with an illusion is definitely possible. As Lady Stillwind said, illusory disguise would be the best spell to use for that.
What if someone created a freestanding illusion? We know that Wallace didn't animate and disguise the professor's corpse. So, what if the illusion wasn't disguising anything? Maybe someone created a freestanding illusion of Bellwether walking around.
For something like that, one would probably use major illusion.
Yep, major image. Creates a three-dimensional illusion that can take the form of any object or creature that you can be contained within a 10-foot cube. While concentrating, the caster can animate and move the image to a different location within range. The illusion is purely visual and can't physically touch. Which, yeah. It's not going to work. Not going to work for this case. Not going to work.
It's possible it'll come back later.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't think major illusion is what we're looking for. You remember what Jan said?
Yeah, bumped, yeah.
I was cleaning and messing always. Bellwether knocked over a vase, and there were shards of dirt everywhere. Bellwether that Jan saw was a major image, then she couldn't have knocked over that vase. Illusions created that way by that spell don't have any mass.
I see. How perceptive of you. Aren't there any other illusion spells that have mass? No. All known illusion spells in Wyvern can only recreate visual and auditory sensations. None of those spells can create something that someone can touch. So that means someone disguised something and made it look like Bellwether. Why the look of suspicion, Celeste? So sorry, I wasn't. Calm yourself. I was only joking. I don't blame you for considering every possibility. In fact, I'm flattered you think I'm capable of pulling off such an elaborate ruse.
Anyways, this does tell us one important thing.
What's that?
The Bellwether that Jan saw had a physical mass to it. I'm a genius. It wasn't a freestanding illusion. Someone disguised as her. Yep. When was that meeting with the headmaster? Was that at 2? Or like just before 2 o'clock came around?
Or was that to give him a alibi?
Yeah.
You think? To give someone an alibi. It's quite a shame, isn't it?
Harris looked pensively towards the gravestone. The name on the stone said Emily Grant, and her lifetime appeared to have been awfully short. Must have only been 12 years old when she died. Sorry for interrupting you. Was she someone that you knew?
I'm actually here on Wallace's behalf. Wallace knew her? Wallace joined the academy as part of the program run by the headmaster Redmond. By the way, something tells me the only reason she hasn't... I was going to say, I feel like the only reason she hasn't tried to kill us is potentially because she knows we needed to get Wallace off the hook. But that wouldn't make sense because the first time we met her, Wallace wasn't
Guilty yet.
convicted of anything. I just don't understand her deal yet.
She's a god, so really she can be as capricious as she likes.
Do you think it's going to be a thing of she can manipulate the world and, reality a bit? Or maybe our character becomes like the counter force to that?
I mean, it's very possible. I'm wondering if it's a case of like she doesn't want us dead. She is simply like force of nature of some sort. Something like that. In terms of like, she might be death, she might be reason, she might want us to try and, you know, be a sledgehammer against the gods of justice or something like that.
Okay, sorry back.
Welcome back.
Wallace joined the Academy as part of a program run by Headmaster Raymond. At the time, the headmaster was reaching out to mages among the common folk. He had started a program to admit them to the Academy through a scholarship program. Both Emily and Wallace were among those mages. That must have been an amazing opportunity for them. The truth is, neither of them actually cared about learning magic. The real problem was that Emily had a deadly illness. She and Wallace were poor orphans, and they obviously didn't have the resources to treat it. Both they enrolled at the Academy.
The Academy would be obligated to give her medical.
The Imperial Academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. They thought that curing her illness would be an easy task for the Academy's healers. But they were mistaken, I'm afraid. I'm sure you know this by now, but healing spells can only treat wounds. They can't cure illnesses. Emily's condition got worse over the years, and eventually she succumbed to her illness. Wallace was furious. He didn't understand why the kingdom was outlawing magic that could save lives.
That's why he decided to learn it himself.
Yes, the headmaster was inspired by Wallace's resolve. He gave him access to the Academy's forbidden tomes of necromancy. And with the headmaster's guidance, Wallace learned the spells that he knows today. So that's why. It was supposed to stay a secret between him and the headmaster. Ooh. Did you see that? You were watching.
Mm-hmm. Fucking.
Does it say what texture was going to say?
Aye. Tube caught it. Second, I'm just going back on the video on YouTube and slowing it down.
Seeing if you can, I don't think there was text. I think I was about to type something, but I don't think it ever did. What do you think's the deal? She's rewriting his. Does she get a bit?
Okay, no. She
did say something.
She did like a completely different pose for a second there, and
yeah, she did. But any text?
It was the same text, but she said it in like a different tone. Is the idea?
Interesting. I see.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you know how that turned out. Okay. There you go. Let's ask about animate corpse.
Yeah.
Actually, no. She only knows about illusion potentially.
Yeah, she might know more.
I can't tell you everything you need to get through this quest. Where would be the fun in that? Okay. Okay, let's move. She let us leave alive.
Which is all that we can ask for.
Where should we go next?
Prosecution believes that Wallace killed Bellwether in the library. Didn't really investigate that room the first time round. Might be able to find some new leads there.
Okay. Murder here. Oh, it's you, Cuthbert.
Stillwind, what are you doing here? Once came across Stillwind, like yesterday. She was the only one in the room. But was she seriously carrying out the investigation alone here? Searching the classroom was one thing, but searching this entire library seemed a little ridiculous.
After what happened at the trial yesterday, I decided it would be best to start my investigation here.
Wallace was in the library the entire morning. If she was insistent that he did it, this would probably be the best place.
Actually, since I have you here, have you seen Eris Illmater anywhere? It's my understanding that you're both acquainted with each other.
Eris, what do you want with her?
It's not for anything serious, mind you. Just that Oath of the Commander lost her spell compendium. Now we need her to produce another one for our records. Oh, do you think she distorted reality for the Commander as well? And made him lose it?
Yeah, it's possible.
If you see her, please let her know we would like to speak to her.
We saw her earlier in the cemetery nearby, but I have no idea where she is now.
Once again, I have to compensate for that idiot's mistakes.
Anyways, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the case.
Very well. I suppose I still need to honour our deal from earlier.
Have you had any luck finding the scene of the crime?
Unfortunately, I haven't. From the witnesses' testimonies, we have a rough idea of the route Bellwether took. But none of the rooms we've checked have any sign of a struggle. Why are you so sure that a struggle happened? I'm mainly basing that off the Ianus' sister's testimonies. Valerie, in particular, noticed that the bleeding came from a wound in her chest. Regrettably, the body's wounds were mended, so we can't determine what kind of weapon the murderer used.
In the trial, you mentioned that another witness saw Bellwether walking around yesterday. Who's this person, and why haven't they been called to testify?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Dylan's posture tightened. Something was making her uneasy. You've been pretty transparent with your investigation so far.
I have no obligation to justify myself to you, nor do I have the obligation to help the opposition.
Have a deal? Hiding information doesn't exactly seem fair to us.
I believe I've given you plenty of information already.
Families.
So regardless of what I said before, the answer is still no.
Her family is dangerous. Who's her? So it's a new character we haven't met yet. Most likely.
Okay, that makes it very likely to be her, right?
Very probably. Of course, caught a stray thought from her. Family is dangerous. What did she mean by that? There's something about this witness's family that you're worried about? No. This could be a feint.
I'm sorry, but you have to try harder than that if you want to bluff me.
Why would she go to such lengths to hide one witness's identity? She was perfectly fine with revealing elements of the investigation yesterday. Maybe I needed to try looking somewhere else.
Okay, I can try and...
Also, do we still have the headmaster's like details on record in terms of him meeting up with? So
Yeah. Sorry.
all right.
Nice. I wish we got the route she said that they think Bellwether took.
About what took?
Bellwether.
Oh right, yeah. Holy texts from the Church of Bahamut. I read some of these with Eris just earlier.
I've been meaning to ask, but do you guys worship dragons in Wyvern?
I've never really been the religious type, but I've seen some devout worshippers in the capital.
It's the most prominent religion here. The scaled Lord Valian is said to be the source of all arcane magic. It's no wonder he's such a large part of our culture.
Yet worship of the celestial gods is forbidden. I would need to find a way to learn more about them. Due to constant misuse of the arcane construct's voice systems, voice lines can only be set by Headmaster Redmond.
Is that why I can't make... Is that why I can't make the constructs say what I want? The constructs speak using Professor Bellwether's voice. Unfortunately, that was an open invitation to many of the students. It wasn't long before the constructs began speaking several obscenities using her voice. Honestly, that's pretty... Honestly, that's kind of funny. It is, but this is a place of learning, not one of childish chicanery.
Chicanery!
But why is Headmaster Redmond the only person allowed to set the voice lines? There are also rumours that several faculty members were partaking in these pranks. That's also pretty funny.
Actually, that does make me think then it must be that person who we've yet to see. Because obviously if it was the headmaster, he could make it say anything, right?
But it wasn't anything.
No, it was specifically the same voice line that all of them say.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. The library is full of books from educational purposes.
And books for recreational purposes. You know, I never got to finish that book. Since we're here.
No, absolutely not.
Come on. Back me up, Aria. I'm afraid I have to agree with Mr. Cuthbert. You tend to get very immersed in those books. Oh, that's witch coming from you. Bet you're sneaking peeks at it too. Nonsense. I would never do such a thing. I already have my own copy. Well, you're not sharing it. You're very demanding sometimes.
Tell me about it.
Come on, please. You can even recommend some of your favourite books to me.
Oh. Mostly read teen romance, but I can't let her know that. I guess we all had different tastes. I mean, she is
Is
only a
this-
teenager, so...
There's a book up here. Oh. Mm.
That is really weird. It is like one book out of the entire shelves. Just there.
I was wondering if it was a clue. Okay. Do we just need a break with open?
Guess so.
Amazing how many other glaciers there are aside from Guard. I've been most of these places. Would you come with me next time, Tyrion? Isn't travelling through the border heavily restricted? Oh, don't worry, I won't report you. But I can't exactly blame you for wanting to leave.
So what, she's just like travelled the world? There are tables
nearby
for...
areas. Probably not too far away, because she's doing it for money to help
Yeah, her
her
family.
family. Yeah.
There are tables for students to sit at while they study.
I don't think I could handle studying here day after day. You say that, but it seems you do it faster than most people. Okay. So either we go to a different area. Should we go to some other areas to gain some more information potentially? And then we might have more ammunition.
Yeah, sure. We spent some time wandering through the academy. That's when we overheard a conversation from a nearby room. From what I understand, Miss Steelwind has already moved the investigation elsewhere. How long must I wait before I can retrieve my things? Sorry, old-timer. Orders are orders. Nothing comes in or out till this case is all over and done with. Commander White? The headmaster, too. Oh, hello, Mr. Cuthbert. Hey, kid. In any case, there are other matters I must attend to. Please inform me when I can reclaim my things. Sure thing. Looked like Commander White was standing guard in front of this locker room. But it didn't look like he was conducting any sort of investigation. Was he here on Stillwind's orders? He might be able to tell us who this secret witness was. What was the headmaster talking about? He had some items stored in one of the faculty lockers. Problem is, Stillwind said no one gets in or out of this room. Except for her and you two, I guess. She won't even let the other knights in.
That's interesting.
Because she thinks they're all stupid. Really? Is that normal? Nope. But things really are when she was calling the shots. I'll just go with it. Why would she give me access to the crime scene if she wasn't even letting the knights in? Unless she was thinking that they're going to try and obstruct justice by hampering with evidence and all that shit.
Okay.
I don't know what her deal is, but she's been acting strange lately.
Okay, so we're thinking that the reason why is because the true perpetrator is the mystery witness, and they have really powerful ties, and so any evidence she'll destroy.
Yeah, pretty much.
She was able to manipulate the knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
She's been really paranoid, that girl. Frankly, I can't tell what's going on through her head.
We can sometimes.
Mentioned that the prosecutor had been paranoid lately.
Oh, good. But this is literally the stuff he'll be able to break her with.
Yeah. Do you think it's something to do with this case? Yeah, it started way before that. Lately, she's been using the Inquisition to investigate a lot of non-magical homicides. What? Would it be easier to work with the relevant law enforcement for that? I don't know why, but she's convinced that these cases have magic involved. Every time we scan one of those crime scenes, nothing turns up.
Is someone using... Oh, either... Oh, okay, so is the idea is the Knights of Inquisition is removing any magical traces somehow from any of the perpetrators? Oh,
I got to say though, if it weren't for the scans, I might actually agree with her.
So he thinks it's sketchy as well, but the fact the scans showed nothing made him go, okay, maybe it's legit then.
It might be because of the way that the murders are committed seems strange. Why would you say that? Those homicides, I haven't seen anything like them. They're probably one of the most screwed up cases I've ever handled. I've seen some things.
I wonder if this is actually one of them, but because of the wounds being cured, the link wasn't established.
This might be for a case later down the line, actually.
Maybe, that's possible too.
For one of those cases, we had ourselves a disgruntled spouse. Oh, sorry, one of those cases we had a disgruntled spouse. She found out that her man was going around town with a barkeep, if you catch my meaning. Wait, what do you mean? They were making the beast with two backs. What? He was two-timing her. Don't know this lingo, or.
Oh my gosh, he was a married man having sex with another woman, Tyrion.
Oh, okay. Anyways, you know what the spouse does? She stalks the poor woman. She starts leaving threatening notes all around where she's worked. Barkeep told the City Watch all about it and what was happening. And no matter how much they staked out the tavern, they could never catch her. Then one day the barkeep arrives home. Little did she know, the spouse was waiting there for her. Poor lady never had a chance. Then to tie the whole thing together, the spouse waits for the husband to get home. She cooks him a big meat pie using the barkeep's remains. Like a Sweeney Todd fucking shit.
Oh, that story is pretty...
I know. Still would think someone developed a new type of magic that can control people's minds.
Eris?
Be possible. Then his homicides were some kind of sick test. Magic that can affect people's minds?
Wouldn't Mage Blight make more sense?
Mage Blight?
It's when you use magic, yeah. When a mage overuses their magic, it can have pretty bad consequences on their mind.
None of them were mages.
They temporarily lose grip of reality and begin seeing things that aren't there. When a mage becomes like that, it almost never ends well. They basically become psychotic. They enter a frenzy and begins firing spells randomly, which only makes it worse.
I've seen my fair share of Mage Blight cases, and this wasn't like that. Not all of the perps were mages. Ones that were didn't even use their spells. One thing that each of the perps almost seemed to wake up after we arrested them. All of them said things like, "It wasn't me. I didn't have a choice." They didn't have a choice? What did that mean? I doubt it means anything. Sometimes people can't face the things they've done. It's easier to say that you had no control than to take responsibility.
Oops.
Wondered if I could mislead the commander into revealing who the secret witness was. During the trial, Stillwind mentioned that someone other than Jan Hughes saw Miss Bellwether walking around. Have you seen them around lately? We want to speak with them.
I know your game.
Nice try, kid. Well, it was worth a shot. Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. I don't think anyone other than the Stillwind knows who this witness is. Sure as hell don't. What? She's even hiding this from the Inquisition commander? How is she being so secretive? It seemed like the commander didn't even know who this secret witness was either.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Stillwind's behavior is strange, though. Perhaps we could try analyzing her behavior. If I did that, I might be able to figure out why she's acting so strangely. Let's take a moment to work through this. Stillwind's behavior has been strange this time around. She's hiding elements of the case, even from the commander. Anyone can tell that she doesn't have much faith in him. Standing right here. This is the first time I've seen her hide key details of the case from him. Why did it sound like a moment of, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire just a second ago? There has to be a reason why she's being so secretive.
What if...
Paranoia.
Paranoia.
Based on what he said.
Yeah. Paranoia, yeah, but I feel like logic. She's worried that that would still be paranoia. But I would say it's justified paranoia.
I was going to say that you can be rational about being paranoid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Her actions must have been driven by paranoia. She's been hoarding information about this case, after all. There's only one reason why she wouldn't utilize the Inquisition like she usually would.
She can't trust the Inquisition. Yeah.
It's because she doesn't trust them. I hate to say it, but it doesn't really surprise me. She's always been standoffish with us. But there is one exception. Me. There are individuals whom she's trusted more than the Inquisition during this case. Me. And yeah. She's let us investigate the crime scene without any restrictions.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until now. Does she really trust us that much?
I don't think personal trust is the reason. We don't usually interact with her, and she's worked with the Inquisition on plenty of cases that weren't even involved in.
Why does she trust us? Isn't a member of the... Yeah.
Isn't a member of...
Isn't a member of the Inquisition?
The...
Yeah? I feel like...
I mean, she has been fairly judgmental of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
It might be wrong. It might be that
Faculty using magic nobility. No, it's not nobility. I feel like that's the main reason. He didn't know.
We didn't answer to anyone. We weren't subject to corruption from the nobility.
So it is nobility.
So why would that make us do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe?
No? Oh. Oh, controlled. Yeah,
How would she...
Right?
Maybe? Oh, okay. Stillwind doesn't know much about us. But she does know that we aren't prone to noble corruption.
Right, we did just indict a noble last week.
Meanwhile, the Inquisition usually bends to the nobility's whims. Don't argue with you there.
They were noble.
Yeah. Using my intuition, I could tell that she's worried about the witness's family. She was worried about corruption from the nobility, and that only means one thing. The witness is a noble. Witness has to belong to a noble family. That's why she was so wary of interference.
But we're obviously not going to do anything corrupt. Why is she hiding the witness's identity from us?
Remember that thought I saw through the eye?
To protect us, yeah.
Somebody's saying just... Yes. She's worried about our safety. Yeah, I guess harassing a noble would put you in danger, but... The protege of the infamous Ruby Timora.
Yeah, it's not as if we weren't already put on the nobility's bad side. I'm sure House Pierce still has it out for us. We are definitely the ones sending those rogues into your house.
What? I mean, maybe Celeste hasn't been telling us it's been attacked?
Don't worry about it. I've got it under control.
I mean that the family we're dealing with even more powerful than House Pierce.
So literally she has been getting work from this. Like she's working it, but yeah, completely justified.
Fucking murdering a load of random rogues every now and again. If the prosecutor is wary of them, must be powerful as the Steelwinds. Wait, don't tell me you think we're dealing with another one of the Four Pillars.
I have to ask about that. I always hear you and Ruby say that a lot. But who are the Four Pillars?
It's a name people use for the four most powerful noble houses. They're led by the dukes and duchesses. House Freyga, House von Sanctus, House Sybil, of course House Stillwind. Four of them stand at the top of Weimgard's hierarchy.
So Stillwind is one of them?
Yep.
Okay.
What is it? Stillwind's paranoia started after she investigated this room.
Oh.
We were at the crime scene and she left to follow a lead. After an hour, she came back to the lecture hall and basically booted everyone out. Her behavior changed after investigating this room? That means that she found something here.
That something must point to a family from the Four Pillars.
That's hilarious because if they're all named, you could just go, which one's got the last name? Commander shifted slightly. No, Stillwind's orders say I can't snoop around. You two, on the other hand, don't worry, just leave it to us. I have some school records that say which locker belongs to which student. You can use it to tell whose locker you're looking.
Ooh.
Is it in our evidence now, or are we going to ask him for it?
Just, no, if we examine any of them.
Okay.
Oh, there's an arcane construct in the back here.
It's probably here to aid the students. Anyways, I don't think it's relevant to our investigation. Immediately becomes relevant to the investigation.
Just in case.
Just in case. I made a note. Stone. Ugh. Use that legend that the commander gave me. I looked carefully across the list to find the names of some notable students. So...
Okay, that's all of the... yeah.
Oh,
well,
literally they've all got students. Yeah. And all of them are... Well... I was going to say all of them are unisex, but only 2 of them are unisex.
Okay, let's check all this is first.
Open the locker and see what is inside. I found a bottle of fragrant liquid and something that looks like a makeup kit.
Why does Wallace have this stuff?
It seems strange, but it wasn't just... it wasn't my place to judge. He's a femboy. Just take a look through the other lockers. Here's the legend that the commander gave me. Look carefully across it. Miriam. I opened the locker for Miriam Frager's ID. Inside I found several stacks of worn-out textbooks and notebooks. Wait a minute. These notebooks all have Wallace's name on them.
Oh.
Is it mixed up? So, does someone mix up the names?
Have you been changing the tags or something?
Yeah. I opened the notebook and quickly scanned through its pages.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they completely changed them up, haven't they?
Yeah, they've swapped the
So
numbers. It appears to be notes on the art of necromancy. To Wallace's notebooks.
Why are they in Miriam Frager's locker? Did she steal his things?
What's going on here? I began taking all of the textbooks and notebooks one after another. The locker was really cramped, but then I noticed a stain near the back of it. I quickly took everything out to get a better look. It's blood.
What?
I think it's dried blood. Wait, Celeste, scan it for traces.
No, there aren't any traces on it. Okay, so she was killed in one of the lockers, but it wasn't Wallace's, and then they've taken out Wallace's books from his, taken stuff out of her locker and put it in.
Daniel, you're thinking of it too complicated. Oh wait, no, you're right. Sorry, because wait, how did someone stuffed her in his locker, or they literally took all of the contents in and out and swapped it around?
I think it's more the... Yeah, that's what happened. Oh, yeah, actually, what happened about the things in the locker in the first place?
But that's what I mean, like, so either
Strange.
they took all of the stuff out and then put it back in. Who's the legend, blah, blah.
Oh, but then she hardly had anything in her locker. If we assume the stuff in Wallace's locker is what was in hers, there's hardly anything. So her locker would have actually been quite empty.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, because, like, if it was something like, oh, they've swapped the tags around, then obviously the contents wouldn't change, right?
So I'm thinking maybe the tags are actually correct. It's just the contents of them that switched.
Yeah, which is extra weird, right?
Jadian von Sanctus.
Open the locker with Jaden von Sanctus's ID. Inside I found several bottles of some kind of transparent lotion. There's nothing but lotion in here, and also a distinct smell. I wonder why a student would need this much lotion. Took one of the bottles to inspect it more closely.
Oh, wait, Tyrion, don't touch those with your hands.
The label appears to be some kind of sanitizing liquid. A little strange, but it doesn't seem to be related to the case. I used the legend. Wait, so sanitizing liquid. So like a germaphobe? but she's thinking that it's some sort of like pervert.
Everything. Come in, Sybil.
Warren Sybil's ID. Inside, I found some textbooks and a neatly stacked deck of tarot cards.
Oh, it's like those cards that fortune tellers use.
Wonder if the students study divination magic. But anyways, I don't think it's related to the case. Okay, so it literally is as clear cut as Miriam and his ones swapped.
Yep.
Okay.
We found a few things. I can't really make any sense of it.
We should look at this from the persecutor's perspective. Stillwind found something in one of these lockers. And whatever that was, it made her extremely paranoid. Miriam Fragers.
Yeah, wasn't 1-0, and that not that one. It wasn't worse. Oh wait. No wait.
No,
Sorry,
it's
we're
labelled as
thinking about-
Miriam's.
It was still,
It was labelled as Miriam's, and
but
The-
as Wallace's.
yeah, which is extra weird. So why would it be swapped around to
Or
make
maybe
someone
they
else
didn't finish
guilty?
the job. They hadn't finished the job of switching around the. Or maybe they hoped. Because maybe the lockers don't actually have names. It's the ledger that has whose locker is whose.
But then would the assumption be that when they opened it up, they saw a load of his stuff in it and went, "Oh, this is his," without checking the ledger?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
It's really weird, but
And
that might
if the
be.
Inquisition destroyed the ledger as well, they could.
It's very
probably-
possible that because this person may be stupid, that's what they thought would happen.
We found some insanely suspicious things in Fager's locker. He had Wallace's notebooks and even some dried blood.
That blood is certainly strange. It implies that something bloody was stored in there. It could only have been the murder weapon.
Do you think someone stole it?
No, actually. I think it was Stillwind who took it.
Oh, right. Well mentioned that she investigated this worm. She must have taken the murder weapon as evidence.
But with that said, there's something else that's strange about Miriam Frager's locker. A lot of Wallace's possessions. It's possible that she really did steal these items from him, but it's more likely that this locker isn't actually hers. Remember what Wallace told us before? Sometimes the other students would steal the ID numbers of my locker and switch it with another student's. They thought it was funny whenever the students got angry at me.
Okay, they do have names in the lockers, okay. So someone switch the nameplates?
This means that this isn't Miriam Frager's locker, it's Wallace's.
Oh, they planted the murder weapon in his locker. Is
But
that
then,
it? That was
yeah.
why... Okay, that makes more sense when a body was hidden in a locker.
But then... Oh, wait, but... I'm more confused now. So,
Yeah.
the implication would be they knew it was his locker, put the evidence in it, but then someone switched the IDs? Or is it that the IDs are switched, but people know where his locker normally is?
Oh! Oh, what? So they switched it? And they believed...
Because the evidence wasn't in Miriam's locker, right? But it's got his ID on it. So it'd either have to be an order of after the murder, or actually, I guess it would have had to have been between the different time periods, right? So during the time where the school wasn't locked down, it's made fun of him by switching his locker ID, but the weapon was already planted in it. Or, after the murder happened, they planted the weapon in the locker that they know is his, but someone had already switched the names around. One of the two. It appears so. But if that's true, why didn't Stillwind present the bloody item during the trial? It proved that Bellwether was wounded by Valerie before Valerie healed her. Wouldn't that have been the perfect time to present what she found? It was a bloody item found in the defendant's locker after all.
Right. That is weird. Because it must have been forged evidence, right?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There was
That's why
something
she wasn't
more to
using it.
this that I wasn't seeing, but what? I think we just have to ask Stillwind ourselves. I think we've done everything, right?
Yep, let's go and talk to Stillwind.
He's still in there.
Hmm.
We have enough information now. Let's have a talk with the Persecutor.
Please just tell me what's wrong. Are you mad at me?
Not mad, okay? We just get to work. Can we just get to work? The twins' voices rang out from the kitchen. They sounded like they were in an argument. Think they're okay?
It sounds private. We shouldn't get involved.
Guess you're right. I slowly closed the door to the library and kept my mind on the investigation. Fine, you want to know what I think? You don't get to say that you hate magic.
Look at how many problems it's caused for us.
Yeah, for this dumb job, none of this even matters for you.
What?
Most people from the church always say that mages are chosen by divine right. And they're right. You don't get to complain about being better than me, Val.
I'm not better than you.
Yes, you are, and I'm so sick of pretending you're not. You were helping Jan while I was jealous of how easy I thought his job was. Outed yourself as a mage trying to save Catherine, bloody Bellwether?
Gina, that's not...
I hate how much I'm holding you back. I know you. I know how hard you've been working in the library. You're destined for great things.
Gina, I haven't learnt anything.
Come on, don't give me that. You've been heading straight to the library after work for years.
Yeah, I still haven't learnt anything.
What?
I can't wrap my head around how it all works. I've been trying it for years. I don't understand ether. I don't understand spell formulas. It's like speaking another language. I can do magic, but I'm nothing like the students here.
You know healing magic.
It's the most basic spell. Children in the virology program learn that in their first class. It took me years to even figure that out.
Why didn't you even ever tell me about this?
Because magic is the only thing I have. You're better at me than at everything.
What? I'm not.
I'm always making mistakes and forcing you to clean up after me. We only have this job because you begged the headmaster to hire me with you. You're amazing. Students here are spoiled aristocrats, and they love your food. I can't even fry an egg right. You're not the one holding us back.
Really think my cooking is that good? That's all she took away from that.
I don't think I could live without eating your food every day.
Remember when I was just learning to cook at the orphanage? We were just a pair of dumb kids, but you were there with me every step of the way. You were there for me. I would have never gotten this food, never gotten this good if it weren't always with me.
Tia.
I'm sorry I never told you this sooner. I could never do this without you.
Neither could I.
Sorry for being so stupid before.
It's okay. I was also being... We should get started on that soup.
Right. Can you help me grab all the leftover meat from the freezer?
Oh, you're back.
Uncovered a few things during our investigation. Stillwind, are you acquainted with a student named Miriam Frager? She shifted slightly. It was subtle, but I could see her discomfort. I underestimated him.
I said it before, Mr. Cuthbert. I won't fall for such an obvious bluff.
It's not a bluff, Stillwind. I'll prove it using the evidence we gathered. Present the blood!
Yeah.
Stillwind was paranoid, and for whatever reason, it was due to the involvement of Miriam Frager. If I could convince her to reveal why she was being so secretive, she might give me more information. Also, are we going to agree that Eris is definitely the serial killer? We're gonna...
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
I feel like it's going to be the case.
Hmm.
You've been behaving strangely, Stillwind. Even the Knights of the Inquisition have noticed. Just tell me the truth. Why are you being so paranoid?
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply, Mr. Cuthbert. Nothing about my behaviour has changed. I've prosecuted a defendant the same way I've always done before.
Present the blood. Oh wait, or do we present her with that? Yeah, because
Yes,
she's changing. You've ordered the Knights to stay away from the crime scene. You're even taking it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself. That is not normal behavior for a prosecutor.
I took those actions because the Inquisition is incompetent. How could I possibly trust him with anything?
The Knights are incompetent, but even you can see the value of delegation. During Celeste's case, you still delegated tasks to the Inquisition. You could have easily investigated the McCoy Tavern yourself. This academy is huge. You wouldn't conduct your investigation this way unless you had a good reason.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Why would I act in such a way? What would cause me to behave so strangely?
Paranoia. No, it's gonna be to do with the gold.
Yeah, where's Ignis?
Unless we've got people.
There you go.
Anything under people? Nope.
No.
Okay. So it's either going to be that or the blood.
Why would I act in such a way?
If we present the 4 pillars, it will either be broken down into you're acting this way because it's to do with one of the 4 pillars. But it's very possible that the blood is like...
No, I think you're right. I feel like the blood at the moment is too split off.
Yeah, it's a bit too vague. You know the Inquisition is corrupt and will bend to the nobility. So, what would happen if a powerful noble were publicly involved in this case? That noble's influence would probably order the Inquisition to conceal their involvement. A high-profile noble is involved in this case, Steelwind. I believe that the noble is Miriam Frager.
Again with this, do you think you can bluff me by throwing out the names of random nobles? Not every noble is a malevolent criminal like Gadrick Pierce. As I've said it before, and I'll say it again, my investigation doesn't involve the Fragers. Nothing about this case has anything to do with the House Frager.
And then the blood. Because the ID on the thing. And how would you explain this, Stillwind? Commander told us that you were following a lead in the locker room yesterday. We investigated the lockers of the students from the Four Pillars family. We found a stain of blood in the locker for Miriam Frager's ID, and it was presumably left by an bloody object. Bloody object must have been taken by someone, and you became extremely paranoid after you found something in the locker room. If I had to guess, I'd say that you took the bloody object as evidence.
And what evidence do you have to support these outrageous claims?
Right?
The only thing you have is evidence. The only thing you have evidence of is a bloodstain. There is a myriad of explanations for that. Everything else you mention is pure speculation. You can't prove that piece of evidence exists. I could have found any number of things in that room, or possibly nothing at all.
You're hiding evidence, Miss Stillwind. Do you see how wrong it is? Check her oh, we don't have her profile.
We don't. We have to.
Kind of guess.
We have to work it out on.
It's gonna be either logic or appeal. I don't think Threaten's ever gonna get to her.
No, Threaten. No.
I mean, she's literally Steel, so.
Yes.
Let's not be coy, Miss Stillwood. Anyone can tell that the bloodstain is a notable thing in that room. I think appeal. I think appeal is probably going to be our best bet.
But that seems like we're kind of. No, it says appeal. It doesn't say we're shaming her or anything like that.
No, we're trying to come to an agreement because she has a what's it called? Not honor, but you know what I mean. That kind of thing. She has a honor as a
I think this is the reason.
attorney.
The thing you're saying right now is the reason they're not giving us a profile for her.
Yeah.
We should know her by now. She does appreciate honesty.
She does. You're hiding evidence.
This is why it doesn't work.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see how wrong that is?
You don't have any proof to support your accusations. Show me hard evidence instead of making baseless claims.
Okay, so then it's logic then. Weird. Anyone can tell that the bloodstain is the most notable. That's not really what I thought would catch her out. Let's not be coy, Stillwind. Anyone can tell that the bloodstain in the room is the most notable thing there.
How are you so sure? You weren't there with me during my investigation. As I said, any number of things could have happened to change my behaviour. Oof.
Eh? She's playing devil's advocate. Threatening her?
Okay.
If you don't present what you found in court, I'll have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand. I guess because she's paranoid.
We're doubling down. Okay.
The
if
fuck?
she's doubling down, we have to double down. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. You found an object in the locker of Miriam Frager's nameplate on it.
To be fair, it does make a bit of sense in she's trying to protect us from them, and doing this means she's lost, effectively. Do you know what I mean? If she's doing this to protect us from calling up Frager, if we're saying we're just going to call Frager, then she's lost now.
I guess so, yeah.
You found an object in the locker with Miriam Frager's nameplate on it. If you don't present what you found to the court...
This is me.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, sorry. If you don't present what you found to the court, I'll have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand.
That's ridiculous. We both know the locker and present belongs to Wallace Nightgrave.
Can you unequivocally prove that, Stillwind? Because the way I see it, there's a lot of room for doubt there. Enough doubt for me to pull Lady Frager onto the witness stand. But if I had more context, maybe I wouldn't have to resort to that.
Okay.
Her brow furrowed for a bit. She was searching for a counter-argument. She just exhaled in resignation. I'd finally gotten to her.
Well played, Mr. Cuthbert. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Just so we're clear, I wasn't acting to protect nobility, but I'll admit that Miriam Frager was the other witness that saw Bellwether that day.
So is the idea then that she questioned her because she thought it might have been her from that evidence?
Maybe.
Oh my god, okay, weird. My little icon just was stuck screaming.
I like how we both thought she would appreciate a bit of honesty and then would appreciate a bit of logic, and then turns out, no, we just need to double down.
But the funny thing is it's clearly not about knowing her personally, like as we do with everybody else.
No, this wasn't to do with that. This was about
Her current
winning the argument. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's more to do with her current mindset rather than her overall mindset, which is very
Yes,
different situations. I see.
yeah.
I had some suspicions, but
There's also another matter.
antimatter, die. Still when tensed once again. She was still hesitant.
When I was investigating the body, I found this.
Highly packed folder containing several documents. The documents containing evidence detailing multiple instances of plagiarism, fraud, bribery of school officials, and various other offences committed by Miriam Frager. What the?
It looks like Miriam's been cheating.
Why would Bellwether have something like this?
From the way it's arranged in this folder, I think it may have been blackmail. Miriam Frager is considered a prodigy in the practice of conjuration magic. She's won a litany of awards, and she'll most definitely graduate with honours. If these files were to reach the public, it would absolutely ruin her reputation. Do you think the professor was trying to threaten her? It appears so. When I discovered this, several elements of the case were still unknown. That's when I found this in Wallace Nightgrave's locker.
A bloody rapier. Rapier covered in blood. It was found in Wallace Nightgrave's locker. Apparently it was a valuable family heirloom to House Frager. It was reported stolen by Miriam Frager weeks before the murder.
It's very likely that this was the murder weapon. This rapier is a valuable family heirloom from House Frager. And a few weeks ago, Miriam reported a rapier was stolen from her room. But why was it found in Wallace's locker?
That I'm complaining, but why didn't she present this in court?
To be honest, I'd like to avoid involving House Frager by any means necessary. I knew it. You're just protecting her, aren't you? Miss McCoy, do you recall how Weeaboss' justice system works? To acquit a defendant, you need to unequivocally prove that they didn't commit the crime. To do that, they either need a solid alibi...
Wait, you don't need to unequivocally prove that they did the crime. At least not for the nobles. Or we need to prove that someone else committed the crime.
What do you suppose will happen if you bring Miriam Frager onto the stand? House Frager won't allow one of its members to be indicted in the court of law. They'll plant and forge evidence to implicate your defendant, and they'll use the Inquisition to do so. Even I won't be able to stop them, should it come to that.
That's why you've been keeping them away from the investigation.
Can't you do anything? I thought the Stillwinds were powerful too.
No.
I don't have the support of my house. Right now I'm just a persecutor, nothing more. Stillwind, you know this isn't fair for us. Just do nothing. Do nothing and let us win.
Celeste.
If you can't go after Miriam, then you can at least help us save Wallace. I'm not going to do that. Why? What if Miriam Frege is the real killer? Her sword is the murder weapon, and Bellwether was trying to blackmail her. I seem to recall another case where an innocent person's sword was used to frame them. That's... As a prosecutor, it is not my place to decide who's guilty and who's not. I won't engage in corruption, even if it's the counter-corruption from another royal house. I'm sorry.
You know where Miriam is right now?
Did you not hear what I just said? You can't let her think that there's even the slightest possibility that you'll indict her. She'll bring the entire wrath of House Frege down on you. I won't be able to protect you if that happens.
I don't need your protection. Can't do anything for Wallace unless I know everything that happened. Frege has the last piece I need to put everything together.
Do you think? Oh, here's the
Sitch?
here's the big turnaround. What if Frege, the girl, isn't actually the one who did it, and it actually is the headmaster somehow? And then
It's possible.
Not a total turnaround, but be interesting to see.
I'm just trying.
It's unlikely.
I'm trying to figure out why he would. Oh wait.
Don't get me wrong. I do think this is entertaining as hell. Either way it goes, it's quite an interesting conundrum they're in at the moment. Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Her dormitory is room 107. I imagine she'll be there, considering that classes are suspended.
Thank you, Stillwind.
If I don't tell you, I'm sure you'll probably just find it out using other means. But please, Miss Cuthbert, exercise caution.
You don't think that the headmaster tried to frame Miriam for the crime?
When he's actually the one who was doing the corruption.
Well, no. So he has the evidence, right? And like, what is it? He has the like means to kill Bellwether, right? Because they had the meeting. But then puts the sword in the locker of Miriam, thinking that it's Miriam's locker, but it's actually Thingy's locker. Not realizing it. Unless Miriam is so stupid that she put it in her own locker to hide it, but it turns out that it's actually someone else's. It depends on.
We're gonna quite quickly understand when we talk to her if she's a bad news bear.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I followed Stillwind's directions to the and found Miriam Prager's dorm room. The door leading inside seemed a little more ornately decorated than the other rooms. I went to knock on the door, not realizing that it was only partially closed. As my fist came into contact with the wood, I accidentally pushed it open. As the door swung open, I made eye contact with the girl inside. She seemed to be studying at a desk, but she was now staring at me stunned. I slowly saw her expression shift from a puzzled look to a furious and violent scowl.
To be fair, this is a normal reaction.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's dying.
I was prepping my... What is the choke?
Yeah, now you've done it.
Excuse me, how dare you barge into my room?
It's an insect. Sorry, I was trying to knock, but...
Construct, remove these hoodlums from my room.
Acknowledged. Well, acknowledged.
Oh yes, of course. You can. Yeah, you can ask them to do things. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
It's just as long as it's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
From the
Mhm.
corner of the room, an arcane construct stood up and began charging towards me at a terrifying speed. Before I knew it, what was happening, it raised its fist to strike me. Oh my god, here she goes.
Mm.
Flustered, I fell back and raised my arms to shield myself. I closed my eyes, bracing for the impending impact. Instead, I heard the clang of steel striking stone.
Actually, her hair's white, like Celeste.
I was blue.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Confused, I opened my eyes to see Celeste standing between the construct and me. Her sword was drawn, and it was locked with the construct's fist. Despite the construct's imposing size and strength, Celeste was slowly pushing it back. That is scary.
yeah, it's more bluey.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a platinum
fair point.
blue.
Yeah, fair enough.
On taking a closer look at Celeste, the girl narrowed her eyes. Oh shit,
Construct. Stand down.
she's a lesbian. Acknowledged.
I'm terribly sorry for that. I wasn't aware that this man was your servant.
Oh my god, she's gonna eat that ego right up. Celeste's hand was firmly clenched around the hilt of her sword. She put it away without another word.
I hadn't noticed you were on campus. I knew you student.
If the Academy allowed her to bring her retainer, she must be important.
What are you I was like, what are you talking about?
I saw an opportunity. Yes, my master has enrolled here recently.
So, what?
Celeste squinted at me, confused. I just tilted my head towards Miriam.
That's a very good play.
Yeah. Really puts her off her game now that she thinks that she's got, like, equal footing or, like, you know, a friendship to be made rather than investigator.
If you did... Yes, I just started here. I take it you're Miriam Frager? Yes, it seems my reputation precedes me.
So, Miriam Frager, student 17, the spoiled daughter of House Frager, one of the four pillar families. She's extremely arrogant, but appears to excel at her studies at the Imperial Academy. I can't imagine she has many genuine friends.
I think she's just spoiled. I don't actually... Nice. This is the thing, this happened last time. I said, do you remember? It was literally the scene where the previous, what's his name, killed her father.
Oh, yeah.
I said, okay, but he's here, you know, I said, he sounds genuine, and then a few seconds later he kills him.
Yep.
So I can't.
Can't gauge people just by their descriptions, Dan.
No, I can't. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, lady. I'm Celeste. Celeste.
Oh, sorry, I didn't read it.
Stillwind. I'm Celeste Stillwind.
Was she serious? There was no way Miriam was going to believe.
Stillwind? It's a pleasure to meet another member of such an esteemed house.
She must be from a distant branch. Father may have use for her. Wait, she was actually buying this?
He's put Stillwind in the name.
Yeah, just in quotation marks, Jesus.
I just moved in, and I thought I should introduce myself. Seeing as you're a top student in the field of conjugation.
Conjuration. Don't correct your must. Yeah, literally conjugation.
Yes.
Well, there's no backing out now. Miss Frege, I was wondering if you could ask, if we could ask you some questions about.
Excuse me? I don't believe anyone has permitted you to speak.
Jesus Christ, look at this woman. Oh, here we go. I say woman, young lady. Celeste was still smiling, but I could faintly hear her grinding her teeth.
So, we heard about what happened to Professor Bellwether. Can't believe it. Yes, it's quite tragic what happened to her. She'd always been a friend of House Frege.
She was obviously going to be more receptive to Celeste Stillwind. Better to let Celeste take the lead on the questioning.
She doesn't seem...
Don't, Daniel, don't say it.
Don't say it.
She's not nervous, though. She might be very well versed in lying.
We heard you saw her on the day of the murder. Could you tell us more about what happened? Oh, you heard about that from your relative, did you? She's not like that. If you don't mind me asking, why are you so interested?
Oh, so she thinks that Arya's, like, nosy, I guess, because she's, like, obviously investigating and stuff.
You know, I'm just curious is all. You know how uneventful life can be sometimes. Being a noble and all.
Alright, she really needed to tone it down.
Oh, is that all? I was worried you were going to go down the same path as that poor, confused Arya. Well, I'm in the middle of a study break anyway. I suppose I have some time to spill some beans.
No tea.
Speaking of...
Spill the beans is also great.
Spill some tea. Whoops.
No, it's alright. It's essentially the same thing.
How did I...
Dan,
I
sometimes you say things that I don't understand how you got, but it's fine.
No, I see how I got it. My mind didn't read the last word.
What?
And it assumed.
Okay.
I suppose I have some time to spill some beans.
Yeah, you're just reading so fast.
Speaking of, construct. Please
prepare some beans.
Use that lotus tea we imported from the Eastern Kingdoms. Oh my god.
Oh no, it's her favourite.
Might be useful. I should win her favour.
Acknowledged.
Lotus tea? You have lotus juice?
I could feel myself slowly losing control of the situation.
No, but if you're...
Wait, Dan. I'm so curious if you could present your fucking badge to her. If there was a way for us to save now and just try it, it would be so fucking good.
Bad
Okay.
ending.
Yeah, go on. Just give us a little save. And then, then let's see how she reacts if we present it, or if we just go, no, that would be a bad idea right now.
I'm an attorney. Okay. A runestone? I have one as well, but mine is the latest model.
You have a newer model? Can I see it?
What? No.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, not everyone.
I'm so glad he didn't just blurt out. I just think it's kind of neat. I'm a lawyer. I think it's neat.
I heard you were one of the last people who saw the professor. Where did this happen? I was in the hallways when I saw her coming out of the headmaster's office.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did say.
It is the headmaster.
This is what I'm thinking.
She appeared to be heading towards the library. Do you remember what time this happened? I'm not really sure, honestly. It's a little embarrassing, but I have a bad habit of getting too absorbed in my work. Sometimes entire hours will pass without my notice. Do you have a rough idea, at least? I believe it was in the morning.
So it was before the headmaster. But pointless.
Did anything seem off about her? No, it was a short encounter. I merely greeted her, and she responded in kind.
At least that's what should have happened. Oh.
Oh. Did it knock into her?
Yeah, I mean, she's sad about it and angry about it.
No, she's not the murderer.
No, like I said, I'm assuming that it's going to be the headmaster. Thought just now. What did it mean? So I glanced at Celeste and caught her attention. Using small motions, I shook my hands, holding something back.
Were you and the professor really on good terms? I heard she was pretty mean towards the other students. Towards the riffraff, maybe, but not to students like us. She was my personal instructor during summer break. She fulfilled a similar role to both... to my sister when she studied here.
To both who?
She was a long-time friend of House Frege. That's why we were planning on appointing her as the new headmaster. Oh! Ooh, that's juicy.
I'm trying to see how this all fits in.
Wait, what did you just say? Did you just say they were going to appoint Bellwether as the new headmaster? Oh, I'm surprised you didn't know. House Frege holds several seats on the Academy's board, along with the Grand General. We were making plans to have her replace that lout, Redmond.
Sack the headmaster?
Did Headmaster Redmond know about this? Oh, of course not. That was part of a large-scale plan. Along with Redmond, we were also going to replace all the staff members with Arcane constructs. Oh, of course, yes, we knew this plan, but the fact it was the headmaster as well. We had to keep everything under wraps, or else the help would have left before we were ready. And where would that leave us?
Jan supposedly overheard Bellwether talking about the constructs.
Did Jan hear about the headmaster as well, and said to the headmaster about it? Ooh.
Bellwether prematurely revealed the plan to Theodore, or was Jan lying about how he found out?
But alas, with Bellwether gone, we'll have to delay our plans. This is going to be so interesting if it really is the headmaster and we have to... Because...
yeah, I mean...
after the truth at the end of the day, even if it's people who are nice to us.
Well, good to other people. Like, you can't...
And in the end, he was trying to frame Wallace at the end of the day, and that's not right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was trying to frame Wallace.
Oh, you think he was trying to frame her?
Miriam, yeah, to stop the whole plan. I think he had the blackmail as well.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, this is the thing. Did he try to reveal the blackmail, which then Miss Bellwether took?
And that's why Wallace was arrested immediately when they found the rapier in his locker, probably.
Yes, probably.
And that's why he was implicated. And that's probably why the headmaster... Oh, okay, that's... Yes, now the headmaster's emotions make perfect sense.
What, in terms of...
Because he was sad when he was talking about Wallace being captured and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, now it makes perfect sense. That was not the plan.
Yeah, because he thought he was going to be putting Miriam's sword into her locker to implicate her. But because the name... Oh my god! Oh! And if he's using the constructs or whatever, and he says, "Go to Miriam's locker," and it finds Miriam's locker through the ID, it will just put it in there. It wouldn't have known about the switching of the names, right?
Yes, it wouldn't have. No, it would have just done it. Also, that means that construct in the actual locker room is the one he probably told to put the sword there.
Yeah. So the office is where he killed her during that meeting.
Question is, how does he stop it pooling? That's the blood is the big thing in my head. That's
Well,
just
don't
going,
forget he knows necromancy.
Yeah, if we say he did necromancy to prevent it pooling, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could have easily just used animated dead, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I think you're right with that original assessment that the disguise self was on one of the constructs.
So we heard that Aria took your rapier as evidence for the case. Can you believe her? She still won't give it back to me. My father will have my head if I can't get it back soon. How did it even become part of the investigation anyways? I don't know. Aria won't tell me anything. I swear that necromancer was the one who stole it. I'll execute him myself. So someone did steal it from you? Yes, from right out of my room. When did this happen? About a few weeks ago? I noticed it when I came back from one of my classes. Someone removed the rapier from its display case in my room. How did they get into your room in the first place? Do you think someone used magic to teleport past the door? Please, I'm the master of conjuration magic. If anyone attempted that, my enchantments would have shutted them out.
Yeah.
Shunted them out.
Your conjuration, not abjuration. You can't do that. And the thief came through one of the doors or windows.
I bet it was that necromancer. I'm sure that street child like him knows how to pick a lock.
So...
I've heard you're one of the Academy's top students. Your grades must be amazing. Of course. As an inheritor of House Frager, my grades are impeccable.
Feels good to have my greatness recognized. Strange. I didn't see any contradictory through the eye this time.
Yeah, I kind of feel... I know she's a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, she's just a...
But sounds like she is trying. If she has really good grades, then it's like...
Well, I mean, you know, it seems like all nobles seem to have an easy time to learn magic. At least the 4 pillar ones do.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I mean, it might just be a case of like, oh, look at me. I was born with a high potential of magic or some shit. She just delusional about how good a student she was? Gestured to Celeste to continue pressing her.
What kind of magic do you study here? You must be joking. I study magic from the School of Conjuration. Just like most members of my house.
Just conjuration?
The School of Conjuration. That's the type of magic that specializes in spatial manipulation, right? Yes, I consider myself quite the expert in that field. Why, the Crown Prince himself has asked for my assistance in a research study.
So nice to finally work with someone my caliber. And I didn't see any thoughts that contradict what she was saying. She is delusional. She was smart enough to get the Crown Prince's attention. Why would she be cheating?
Because she's not.
Yeah, is it just bullshit? Is it fabricated?
Yeah, probably just fabricated.
But then that means that the principal just made up a load of bullshit about her.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn. Do you think that he stole the sword weeks ago in an attempt to also get her kicked out of school by her own family?
Oh, that's
'Cause
interesting idea because it happened much before he
finding
probably
out.
learnt about the thing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
he just did
thinking.
it to mess with her. Yeah, potentially.
I think he was probably looking for any excuse to get her out if she had so much control over the school's situation.
Hmm. You said something about my wayward relative before. Were you talking about Aria? Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I offended you, but I'm sure it must be a pain for you to see the way that she's been acting lately. Yes, it's been extremely hard.
Hang in there, Celeste.
Did you know she even interrogated me about the murder yesterday? Can you believe it? I still went running around a crime scene like a common knight. Why, if I tried something like that, my father would disown me. She's so desperate to prove she's nothing like her father.
That really what you believe? You just hiding the fact that you were here on your father's behalf?
I am not working with my father.
Just as much as you.
I apologize. I didn't mean to lose my temper like that.
Is that why she became a prosecutor? Is it all to reject her bloodthirsty father?
Honestly, she probably thinks she can do anything just because of her betrothed.
So
She's
full
like,
of herself. Asta deserves better. So she's talking
oh,
about the
she's marrying the
prince.
prince, with who she's got a project.
Yeah.
But if the Grand General keeps drowning in these villages of blood, I imagine that even that will be in jeopardy.
When that happens, I'll steal him back. Less eyes perked up. I'd be lying if I said mine didn't too. I was... Oh, Robin?
Hello.
Hello. You right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just that you popped in out of nowhere.
I don't know. Boo.
Ah!
Hmm.
What are you reading? Okay.
So that Aster must be the prince then.
Yeah. I was also curious about who this Aster was. I shook my head when she looked at me. We couldn't risk blowing our cover for some gossip about the prosecutor. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
You have an arcane construct in your room. I thought they were only in the library and the locker room. This construct was a gift from House von Sanctus. I have to say, they're quite convenient to have around. They look really cool. Maybe I should get one. You should. A construct would be far more useful than this attendant of yours. Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, there are still some issues with their intelligence. Their intelligence? It happens when you give them complex commands. It might be easier to show you.
Miriam turned to the construct and began beckoning it over.
Construct, please receive my textbooks and bring them here. Then cast Stillwind Strike at this location. After that, receive some plates and set them out at this table.
Acknowledged.
I think she's not gonna do. It's not gonna do the middle command. It's gonna. If it gets too many at once, it might just skip.
Maybe? Construct stood up and retrieved Miriam's books from shelves in the room. It brought them to the table he was sitting at, just like she had ordered. But then it suddenly stopped.
Oh, just one at a time. It can't do anything else until. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. The construct obviously can't past Stillwind Strike, so my second command was impossible to carry out.
So it never goes
But
on to the third.
Did you notice something else? Yeah, it doesn't go on to the third. It ignored your third command too. Exactly. My third command was possible to carry out. Construct execute a series of commands in the order they were given. But let's say one of those tasks is impossible to complete. Then the construct gets to the task, it will deem the entire series impossible to complete. As a result, it will stop executing the series altogether.
Okay.
That is dumb.
Interesting. I think that'll become relevant when we're probably debating in the courtroom about what the construct was doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, so funny enough, that's not too dissimilar to how normal programming goes. If it just goes
yeah.
oh
Yeah, makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
yeah, faulty error cannot continue.
Yep.
Lady Steelwyn, I'm afraid we must leave now if we want to make our next engagement.
Oh, right. Let's go, servant. Oh, leaving already? It was a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, sure. See you around.
Hey, so casual. I made my way back to the foyer with Celeste. With all the time we had spent, we only had a brief amount of time before night fell. Luckily, we'd found a lot during our investigation.
We're going to go to Stillwind to talk to her.
No.
Might be good. Are you sure you don't want to talk to her more? We were getting a lot out of her.
We already got a lot of useful useful information out of her. The more time we spend with her, more likely she is to see through our ruse and warn the prosecution.
Right.
So, why Steelwind?
I don't know. I panicked. I don't remember any of those other houses' names.
Pierce would have been a lower profile, but also kind of pointless.
I'm not using that creep's name.
Hopefully Steelwind doesn't mind us borrowing her name.
And we got a statement on what she saw that day.
There's also what she said about her rapier.
I bet she was lying when she said it was stolen. But we're going to tell her. She was probably trying to establish an alibi.
Not so sure.
Why do you say that?
Doesn't it feel too obvious? She wasn't lying about she was lying about the rapier being stolen. That would imply that she planned all of this in advance. But if she had chosen a murder weapon, why would she choose something that literally has her family name on it? I understand if the murder was a spur-of-the-moment decision and somehow occurred in her dorm room. In a situation like this, she might have used something nearby. But if that was a premeditated murder committed by Miriam, then that rapier would have been the last weapon she would have chose.
I guess that makes sense.
Also, Dan, if every fucking investigation ends up with, oh, turns out someone took, the weapon to look like someone else to convict them, I'm going to lose my mind. Because right now we've got Celeste that had it, and now we've got this one. If the next one goes, oh my god, someone found someone's secret stabby stick and killed them with it, and it's like, yeah, but that stabby stick was stolen 7 weeks ago. It's just
I personally, I'm at this point, I'm discounting the first case because we saw an obvious contradiction at the end of the trial.
Yeah.
So far, this one's doing fine. So.
It has. It's definitely itched my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
There's also the evidence of the academic dishonesty. It doesn't match up with what we heard from Miriam.
You mean all that stuff about working with the Crown Prince? She's probably trying to make things up to look good in front of me.
I have an insight that when it comes to things like this, there's certain circumstances I can usually tell when someone's lying. I'll be able to see through a lie as grandiose as that. People could subconsciously shield themselves from the Eye of Horus even if it didn't know about it. When they did that, I wouldn't be able to see any thoughts from them. We saw that she was lying about her encounter with Bellwether. Would have seen distant thoughts if she was lying about her grades too.
Well, I guess your insight has never failed us before. But what does this mean?
I know. Even with everything we found, I'm still not sure who the real culprit is. At the very least, I think we still try to pull Miriam onto the stand. If she testifies in court, I might be able to find something I can use. But that was a big maybe. She was the daughter of the Duke of Finance. If I didn't play my cards right, that move could spook the judge enough to make him end the trial then and there.
Wait, do we have time to kill? Do you want to head back to the library? You could continue your research.
She was fidgeting with her hands. Her feet were already shuffling towards the library doors. You just want to read Daggerfall, don't you?
It's Death at Daggerfall, and it's a great series.
Every time I try and pick one of those books up, I drop it again, and then I try and pick it up again. Figured out who the killer is within the first few chapters.
Yeah, well, I'm a normal human being, okay? Not some murder-solving prodigy. Why don't you go and read some of those Wraithbound books? Maybe you'll find the unpublished sequel there too.
Alas, that series has been finished for centuries. Nobility paid Corin Bloomvale to write stories about evil necromancers. He's a sellout. Liches are magically impossible. People still just eat up that nonsense. Man single-handedly threw the study of necromancy back into the Stone Age.
What's wrong?
Can't stop thinking about what Wallace said about Corin Bloomvale.
Look, I get that you really like that series, but they're just books, Tyrion.
They're more than that to me. Those books inspired me to do what I'm doing now. Necromancy.
Wait, a story about the magic light swords inspired you to become a defense attorney?
A long time ago, I experienced firsthand how corrupt Wyvengard was. I started assuming that the nobles would always win. Those books made me want to believe in a world where good would triumph over evil against all odds. If I had never had that, I don't know where I'd be today.
I get that, but Wallace really cares about necromancy too. We've been feeling the stigma against it for this entire case. Is it really so hard to believe that these books contributed to how bad things are for him? You said it yourself. It's one of the most popular books out there. Do you even know what kind of person Corin Bloomvale was?
Not really.
So he could have been paid off by the nobility to write those books.
No, someone who did that could never write something so beautiful. Grant you that it's likely he played into harmful stereotypes about necromancers, but I'm sure it was just an unfortunate mistake. I'm sure there's historical records that will note his many good deeds and contributions to society. Maybe if I show Wallace that, he'll understand that he wasn't all that bad.
Sure.
I looked over to her, and she was already shuffling towards the entrance of the library. All right, let's go.
Right. Woohoo!
She barely acknowledged me. She flung open the doors to the library and ran inside. She killed 5 people on the way in. By the time I entered the library, she was already sitting down at a table, her eyes glued to the unpublished manuscript. Alright, where to start? Here we go. Corin Bloomvale's autobiography. I hate necromancers, and I'm paid by the nobility to say this.
An hour later.
Damn, what a weirdly specific thing to say.
That hour flew by. I still couldn't finish. My God, how many books did you get?
He was a Steelwind, Celeste.
What?
He wasn't just paid by the nobility, he was of the nobility.
Was that in the historical records?
No, it was all one giant conspiracy. I found his old submissions to writing competitions that he had made under his original name. The prose he used back then matched his style too closely. It's uncanny when you compare them. Some of these submissions even contained story elements that he later used and polished in Wraithbound.
How did you even...
His real name was Lorenzo Steelwind, born in the year 208. He deserted the army and was disavowed by his family. They paid him off, Celeste. They saw that the masses liked his writing. They corrupted him. They used his artistry as a weapon to turn the public against the necromancers. And he just went with it. They dangled his inheritance in front of him like a carrot on a stick.
What in the actual hell? We've only been here for an hour.
I know. I just had one more... If I just had more time, I could find enough evidence to prove this once and for all. I'm sure if I can take a few more hours to...
What, Tyrion? No. What is his trial is tomorrow morning?
Scaled lords, how could I forget?
It's fine. Let's just...
Wallace will want to hear about what I found.
Okay, whatever. Let's just go home.
Naught could remain concealed, Celeste.
Sure, Tyrion. You did great. Good job.
Naught could remain concealed. What a perfect end to the session. Okay. Let's pause this here. Pause it here. Oh God,
that's perfect. Okay, so yeah.
I hope everybody's enjoyed. If you do want to watch fucking the main character lose their shit more often, please join us next time. But other than that, see you all then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.